Joshua Hatton, how do you feel about joining me in a glass of Aberfeldy?
I already had it in hand, my friend.
Look at this. I haven't even opened my bottle.
Oh, see, I got my package in just yesterday, and the first thing I did was open this up, go easy, and just to be reminded of why we selected this. And
Oh,
I'm
always.
pleased to say, even the neck pour reminded me how awesome a whiskey this Aberfeldy is.
Well, so I had this conversation and going around the country doing some tastings. The
Yeah.
neck pour always comes up because it's a fun, silly thing to be discussing. And I think it was Philippe Panavong had said, the way to avoid the neck pour is to do this to your bottle. Isn't that great?
It's
And
amazing.
so, yeah, I've always done that. You were making the comment to me yesterday about the new corks on these.
Correct.
Larger, more space to grip on that.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And then there's the leg on our new style cork for the e-commerce bottles. I think it's a good looking cork. I'm really happy with that.
Yeah, I think everybody watching this video are really, really psyched to know more about that cork too.
Who doesn't like cork talk?
So Aberfeldy, right? We released an Aberfeldy once before, but not for the US. It was a 28-year-old from Refill Bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
And this time for the US, we targeted a younger whiskey because we tend to like our whiskeys younger.
For sure.
And we went from Refill Bourbon to really active sherry on this one. So this one, which was just released on September 19, we still have some bottles left on the website.
Mm-hmm.
This one spent 7 years in ex-bourbon and then was finished for 3 years in a first fill Oloroso hogshead Spanish oak.
Ooh. Yeah, look at the color on that, though.
I know. But we're not color guys, Jason.
No color, guys. Look at this. Don't look at the color on that. Tells you it's going to be delicious.
Right.
Yeah, I would definitely go down the path of Aberfeldy spirit.
Yep.
Always appealing to us, always attractive to us. Has a certain nice kind of robust quality to it. Then you put it in this 3 years in the Oloroso and you bring in that sweetness to it. You have this unctuousness happening in the experience. It's a rich whiskey.
Well, I think your point about Aberfeldy having a robustness is really good, and I typically find that robustness in texture, which we're about to experience in a second here. But what I've always found fascinating about Aberfeldy's spirit is, along with that robust character, is this floral quality, right? Like on the nose, it's honeysuckle, right? It's chamomile. It's like all these soft floral notes coming through, but a fruitiness as well, right? And so, bit of a conundrum. I love it.
It's the red fruit for me that's there on the nose, but then really manifests itself on the palate. Really rich, decadent, jammy red fruits with a little bit of a mushroomy, umami quality happening across the palate for me, which we're always looking for balance. We're looking for spirit driven, even when we've got exuberant casks. And then we're looking for that balance through the experience as well. And I think that rich umami balances out some of that sweetness from the Oloroso.
It's funny. You talk about umami, and I think back to our original notes. And across the palate, it was this idea of vanilla bean ice cream drizzled with melted salted caramel. And I think it's that salted quality that makes, that is umami for you and is salted caramel for me. Gosh, that's nice.
And yet, a bright finish to it. You and I in selection talked about lemongrass on the finish.
Yeah.
Like really trying to communicate a brightness as it exits, as it finishes.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is What
Oh
do
my
we
gosh.
have here? It's 57.8% alcohol. And I'm not feeling any of that heat across the palate. There's, that's that rich texture. Go on. Go.
If I may pause you, I get a warm cinnamon as part of the overall experience. And I was going to bring this up to you in this short recording where you and I always talk about this for tastings, right? I don't like when people say that's hot. This is not hot. This is not
No,
showing that
no,
level of alcohol.
correct.
But it has a warmth to it. And I think that warm cinnamon really complements some of the caramel we've talked about,
Yeah.
some of that umami that we've talked about. It's really covering a lot of ground for me across the palate. I'm really taken by that. Taken by it. The label, and we've updated it on the website as we've gone along, but the label was
Ah,
printed, and so you stick to it. But buy it in August, sample it upon receipt, and then stow away a half dozen bottles for the festive season. This is one for sharing around a fire with decadent holiday treats, right? Fruit cake, right? Blue cheese, right? Really,
Oh,
the richness of the festive season, right? Pairs with this Aberfeldy. Um, yeah, sharing around a fire with decadent holiday treats, only an arm's length away.
oh
Happy
man.
holidays. And now here we sit, October, November, December. This is a
I,
winner for the season.
I'm just imagining a little bit of blue cheese with some soft baked pear, maybe on a nice sort of water cracker, and then
With walnuts,
with walnuts, and then
walnuts on the
follow it with a
plate.
sip of this. Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
So,
that's doing everything we selected it to do.
yeah. So, we still have some bottles remaining on the website.
Yeah, what's our price point on this?
Price point on this is 115 for 10-year-old single cast strength, dark as night sherry cask matured Aberfeldy that, despite the sherry cask, remains an Aberfeldy. I love that.
100%.
Yep.
Honestly, I didn't think you were going to say 115. Obviously, we've been selling this. Obviously, we've been sending out emails. Obviously, the website is live. I did not remember this as 115. Oh, that's a good price for a good drinker. Good festive season special.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. It's one to warm the cockles.
That's brilliant. And I'm still
Yeah.
getting that zesty quality from the finish. Like that's still going on there.
Yeah, for sure. Well, um, yeah, I don't know what else to say about it except I
Mm,
absolutely love this. So,
yeah.
viewers, nation members, if you're not already a nation member, go to singlecastnation.com. Sign up to be a nation member. It's free. That's a beautiful thing. Sign up, grab a bottle. You could just grab a bottle, and once you buy a bottle on our website, guess what? You've become a Single Cast Nation member.
That's it. Yep.
Um,
Singlecastnation.com. Click on shop. Not
shop.
everybody, not everybody clicks on shop. Some
Hmm,
people scan the first page, don't see what they're looking for.
interesting.
Click shop.
See, I would click shop if I'm looking to shop, but
No.
you know.
I think because we've got some bottles on the front, people are looking for all the
Mm,
bottles on the front.
yeah,
So
yeah.
there we go. Let's get out of here. We've said what we came to say. Buy it, drink it, share it. It's delicious. Cheers.
Cheers.